totally switching gears. We're done with the sports as a main topic for the day. We had 2 big updates to Call of Duty this week. One on the Warzone side and one on the Treyarch Black Ops Cold War side. Now, we'll get into each one a little bit separately, but we are going to start on the Cold War side. Let's throw it up. Season 2 started for Black Ops Cold War on the 25th, which was Thursday, I believe. Very, very early in the morning. And with it brought a whole bunch of new stuff. The Outbreak Zombies mode, which I'm sure we're going to talk about in detail here in a second. Apocalypse, which I believe is a new map because, yeah, it's a 24/7 playlist. They brought Gun Game. The Death Machine, both as a score streak in multiplayer, I believe, and it's in zombies. They added a ton to like the zombie skill trees and all this other stuff. Instead of upgrading everything to tier 3, you can upgrade it to tier 5, and it costs a whole bunch of stuff. Dead Ops first person, I did not know about this. That's kind of interesting. You can get free access for a week. Did you know that? Had no idea. And then, of course, the Battle Pass. I don't know where you want to start. I kind of think I know where you want to start, but I'll let you choose.
Well, I want to start with Outbreak, man. That is clearly the where we have resided this last half of the week, where our like free time like together, because shockingly we talk outside of the podcast, like this isn't the only thing we do together. We love playing this new Outbreak mode, which Dierks is so much more of like a in detail guy about Call of Duty. I'm just gonna give you the overview of it. Essentially, you travel through like 3 or 4 different maps. You have different like little objectives that get you a lot of points, a lot of zombie kills. There's a dragon. It's crazy. Just Outbreak is so fun, and it's time consuming. Like we did an 8-round zombie yesterday in the afternoon, and it went for like 2.5 hours. Like it was a long like early afternoon, but it's just so fun. And with the new like ammo mods and the field upgrades, all that stuff, adding more is always better. And when the content is good, it makes it so much more enjoyable for the overall consumer. For both of us, zombies has been our life for the past few days.
Yeah, Outbreak is just, it's so much different, right? Now, I'm not some zombies purist. I admittedly have been off and on zombies throughout my Call of Duty career. I didn't play like a ton of Black Ops 1. I played a shitload of Black Ops 2. Like a middling amount of Black Ops 4. I don't think any of Black Ops 3, to go back to it. And now I've played so much zombies in this game because of the revamps and stuff. If you're not familiar with it, I'm not going to go through all the new things they changed because I'll probably forget a whole bunch of stuff. I'm sure it's out there somewhere. You can go check it out. And if you haven't given zombies a try, do it. That's just, I'll say that much. Denver can also attest because he wasn't really a zombies guy either, and I've got him hooked on it. If you want to just say a couple words on that.
Yeah, before Cold War, I had never played a game of zombies because it's just not my cup of tea. It's not that I don't dislike people who play it. It just wasn't for me. So like every year when they introduced the zombies or whenever it was, it just wasn't for me. But this year, Dierks was like, hey, really try this out. It's pretty fun. And they have done a great job with the maps, the bosses are pretty decent, are pretty good. Like it's just enjoyable. Like it gets me really excited. Like you could probably hear the fluctuation in my voice for audio listeners. I am truly excited about Outbreak. I hope they keep it. I hope it's not just a limited time thing.
That's very true. For the moment, it seems as though it's only going to be a 2-week event, I guess they're calling it. Dude, if that's the case, I'm going to be very sad because this is fun. It's legitimately fun. Not that I don't have fun playing the traditional zombies, because I have very much enjoyed D Machine and Firebase Z.
Firebase.
But those are like the traditional zombies maps. As Denver was saying, in traditional zombies maps, you know, you like start in a certain area, you buy your way through gates and doors and stuff to unlock different parts of the map, turn on the power, all this sorts of stuff. Traditional zombie players will know what I'm talking about. In Outbreak, you start in an open world where everything is accessible to you right off the rip, except you start with basically nothing, and you earn your way forward at a much slower pace than the traditional zombies maps, and through different encounters. You know, in traditional zombies, you're literally just killing waves of zombies to go up in the rounds, whereas in Outbreak, it's not really round based; it's difficulty based. And as Denver said, we've encountered so far the first 8 difficulties. We haven't really just cared to play beyond that, because, as he said, it takes up a lot of time. And by tier 8, you're pretty much like, well, I've invested a lot of time. I might just call it here. But
And
go ahead.
And with that, I want to just, sorry to cut you off, but like by tier 8, by like level 8, you've already got enough of the new like crystals that are added to where you can upgrade at least one full field upgrade or ammo upgrade pretty quickly. So it takes time, but after round 8, it's like,
I mean, it's just kind of a grindy thing at the moment, but it's like a very fun grindy thing. There's these side quests like Denver was talking about that are really fun encounters, and then there's like a rotating base of the main objectives that are what get you a lot of points and a lot of these upgrade crystals and stuff like that. It's just a really honestly well thought out mode for, I know they've kind of teased it for a little while here, but if they've only been working on this for a little while, they did a really good job. It seems like they've put a lot of thought and effort into this, more so than maybe we even know about based on the teasers and stuff.
Yeah. One thing to, you know, kind of divert from zombies, because we've been talking about zombies for a lot, is the new battle pass. 2 new guns came in, Farah and the LC-10. I have just got the LC-10. I haven't used it at all, but I've used the Farah quite a bit. It's a pretty enjoyable gun. The Farah is the Galil for OG Call of Duty players, but they've added some reactive camos, which are actually pretty cool. I don't advise anybody to spend points. I'm not one of those guys. I do if I find it cool, but they have like a really cool one for the the FFAR, I should say, where it's like each time you get a kill, like there's like a little 8-bit
8-bit video games animated on the side, and it levels itself up, so to say, the more kills you get. It's very interesting. And I just have to say one thing: don't let Denver lie to you. He spent money on the game just so his character could look like Macho Man Randy Savage. He is an absolute Call of Duty fanboy. He is feeding the Activision corporate monster. Do not let this man swindle you like this. This is probably.
Let me point this out.
I'm probably gonna have to say I'm probably gonna have to say hashtag ad on this video. How bad you're gassing Activision subliminally.
Oh my God! Stop! I spent $10. I didn't even spend $10. I had the Call of Duty points from the last battle pass, and I was like, "Ooh yeah!" Like I saw it, and I was like, "This is Randy Savage."
You're the cream of the crop.
Oh, I love that shirt, man.
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was the pretty poor Macho Man Randy Savage impressions right there, and I had to definitely give Denver a little shit about it, but
I think it's pretty good. I don't know what you're talking about, sir. Next podcast, I'm just talking like Randy Savage the whole time.
Ooh yeah. On the other side, that I'm not gonna pull up a graphic for it, but we can just talk on Warzone a little bit, since we've definitely played our fair share of Warzone in its time. Coming up on 1 year, I'm sure we'll see that tweet coming out here pretty soon. The happy birthday Warzone. That'll be fun. Anyway, Warzone got a pretty big update too. Obviously, they added the 2 new guns, but they added a new point of interest. Well, I guess technically several new point of interest. One new named location. It's the shipwreck. It's now between prison and port. If you are a Warzone connoisseur but just haven't had the chance to drop in since the update, it has its own little zombies event going on. It's all well and cool. They also added a couple missile silos. I know one is at the location that Denver and I refer to as Angel Wings. It's on like a hill to the south of military base.
Yeah, I think
and
so.
there's a couple other ones. I think they're by the like big monuments, so like the statue down at the park and the other
There's
sort
a
of
bunker.
monument type of thing. There's bunkers, all sorts of different stuff. However, I've seen a lot of the big content creators say this too. It just doesn't feel like it's ever gonna be enough until they really do something, right? Not just tweak little things, or they added a shipwreck like that wore off after about 24 hours. You hardly see anybody dropping there anymore. It just doesn't feel like there was much substance to this.
Yeah, so I totally agree with you. Yesterday, after we stopped playing, I took a little break. I hopped on Warzone to try it out for the first time. And the shipwreck is cool. Don't get me wrong. It's pretty fun. I was telling you about a fun little moment I had where me and the dude we were facing off, and some zombies popped up, and he was shooting me, and the zombies started chasing him.
The zombies beat his ass. Yeah, the zombies beat his ass.
Yeah, the zombies eliminated him for me. It was actually one of the funnest things. But you're right. There's not really anything new. It's not like Outbreak. We get excited about Outbreak. That's new. That's fun. Well, and it's a long-lasting rumor, but hopefully this all leads to a new map, which I think would engage the player base again, which would make Warzone more exciting. Different things. I would like to see it. I think a new map would make Dierks more excited. He's really good at Warzone. He carries me to victories. I need to point that out here.
Thanks for the gas. That's premium gas right there, folks.
Yeah, you're welcome. And I'm not very good, but I enjoy the game. Like, it's honestly the only BR that I've ever really enjoyed. So I just want something new. I hope this leads to it. There's some missiles or some nukes you see around in these new points of interest.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully there's a big boom. Again,
big
boom. We're not trying to be a big rumor channel, but rumor has it, and I'm crossing my fingers that it's true. Rumor has it that here within the next couple of weeks, those nukes are going to be launched or whatever, whether this is actually what leads to it or if it's just the end result of downtown is going to be gone, parts of farmland, lumber, stadium, the hospital, stuff like that. Like the whole middle section of the map is going to be wiped away and changed in some way. And whether like it's the old map with a new kind of beginning, or they just totally reskin it and make it completely like the Treyarch style of art and all that, I honestly don't really care. But what Denver said is right now I've kind of lost my love, or not really my love, but just like I don't know. I just don't really feel like playing Warzone right now. It just feels stale to me. It feels like, you do all this work and then you die to a team that's done 6 recons and has sat in the same house for 40 minutes, and then you die to them in the final circle or some dumb stuff like that. It's just the map needs some tweaks, in my opinion, to keep it fresh, or not keep it, but just make it fresh again. Kind of disincentivize some of maybe the lower skill players, and I'm not claiming I'm a god by any means, but I feel like I can hold my own in a more competitive setting. And I'm just looking forward to something that changes, because right now it literally just feels like second verse same as the first. There's really no meaningful difference in Warzone between now and like 6 months ago to me. Other than the Cold War guns, that's literally the only change. And then they screwed those up at the moment. Well, and they screwed those up at the moment. I don't know if you heard about this. The agency suppressor, they changed it so that it's absolutely terrible at the moment. Apparently it wasn't like a super intentional change. It got kind of glossed over, but then pushed out. But I don't think they fixed it yet. It's just a mess at the moment. I don't mean to shit on Activision. I really think that like their games at their core are very good. It's just like the polish isn't there right now. And I know Raven's working really hard on Warzone. I know I'm just a very small content, very, very, very small content creator. But I appreciate what Raven's doing. Like, it's better than having no communication with the fan base. We're not passionate about this just on a whim, right? We're passionate because we want to see things succeed. We enjoy playing these games. We enjoy doing these things. It's just so when we see the potential, but it's not fully capitalized upon, we get a little worked up. It happens.
It happens.
So that's been our Call of Duty kind of rant for the week. We always need those, right?
Yeah, every now and again, and it's pretty nice to rant about Call of Duty.
It's very easy to rant about sometimes, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
All too easy to rant about sometimes.
At least with this update, there wasn't like a stim glitch. It seems like every update, every massive update they do.
You better knock on wood right now.